world of grotesque asymmetry. Towers of excess rise beside deserts of deprivation. Let me take the US as an example. American food system produces more than enough for its 330 million inhabitants. Yet 13 million children go to bed every night, not sure whether they're going to have enough food from one day to the next. And similarly, if you go to major cities, you will see people sleeping in the streets. And that is not because of a shortage of housing. On the contrary, the number of empty homes outnumber the homeless population by a ratio of 6 to 1. So when you walk by these people, how do you look at them in the eye when you know that their suffering is absolutely unnecessary? Likewise, workers' productivity has been increasing over the decades, and the fruits of their labor are very unevenly distributed. Right now in the US, the bottom 5% earn a mere 4% of the national wealth, and yet the top 1% command a staggering 30%. In the dark shadow of this incredible material imbalance is a growing spiritual crisis. Half Americans report feeling very lonely, and 20% of the young people are struggling with mental health issues. All of this, combined with environmental collapse and also growing extremism, is already feeling a bit like a dystopian movie. And on top of this, giant tech companies are pushing AI with very little regard for oversight or social consequences. All of this makes the future feels even more frightening and out of control. These profound paradoxes force us to ask, what kind of political and economic system produces such staggering disproportion? And we're in a perfect place to ask this question. We are here in the historical center of the Renaissance, a culture that prized proportion, symmetry, and harmony. And we all know this image. This is on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. Here is Aga's hand reaching out to God, symbolizing the incredible and enormous potential in humanity and the divine spark that exists in every one of us. And yet I'm afraid that vision has been lost. We're no longer sacred beings, but we're human resources to be managed. We're no longer citizens, but we're consumption units to be stimulated. That is why our workplaces are organized for efficiency and compliance, not fulfillment or purpose. This is why we come to homes filled with products for entertainment and convenience, yet we're starved of experiences and relationships that truly enrich us. With such a deep sense of alienation and crisis, people are demanding an economy that places ecology, well-being, and justice at the center. And I want to join this movement by calling for a revival of humanism through a distinctive cultural and historical lens. This humanism reminds us that we're not born to be utility maximizers or economic agents. We are merely to perform what the market dictates. Yet we're special. It reminds us that we're special. We're interlinked, interdependent, and we're here to embody the wonder and the dignity of humanity. And when we have faith in these ideas, we will have an economy that seeks not more, but the right amount. This is the golden ratio of the economy, and it is named after Italian mathematician Fibonacci. And yet the concept was shared by ancient Greek, Arab, and Indian scholars. It is deeply humanistic and at the same time universal. It speaks to our complex needs and also our most noble aspirations. So inside the GDP, we'll have a series of sophisticated deliberations, and they will be guided by the beauty of sensory experiences, which comes from creative work, high craftsmanship, and artisan production. Also, the vitality of civic life that comes from peers working together, collaborating, and celebrating common good. The elegance of leisure and reflection that deeply cultivate the spirit. And the harmony of material needs when they're integrated into the well-being of the community and the planet. And last but not least, the profound grace of equity and justice when we have democracy, true democracy in the workplace and the economic sphere. This is the golden racial economy, a truly humanistic model that supports the well-rounded individual and the socially and ecologically balanced world. And this is an invitation to you to reach out like Adam for humanity's proper place in the universe, a place that's truly worthy of our extraordinary potential. Next.